What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Back at you with another episode. What's going down? What's going down, man? You back at it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Walking with strange. Boy, I be getting some strange messages when I come online, boy. I don't know what it is, but should be weird, boy. You know. But the holiday season is upon us. And hopefully you enjoying yourself out there. You out in them streets. You out in them streets. I'm not out there. It's been raining a lot this weekend. The rain kind of killed everything. You know, it's been raining a lot. So I kind of like, if it keep raining, I'm not going to be out there like that. You know, I'll just stay home. You know, and plus, you know, it wasn't really warm enough to go to the beach like I usually do on Memorial Weekend. But hey man, it is what it is. We can't control the weather, so I just stayed home, man. Go figure. You know, hopefully you enjoying yourself, you and your family, your loved ones, whoever you may be around or whatever. You know, enjoy yourself. We only got one life to live. We don't get do-overs. You did. So yesterday, smash the like button. Smash the like button and share the video. Yesterday, man, somebody sent me a video of a guy that he got caught up, man. He got married to he met this chick that was from I think Uganda or Kenya. And he got to know her like, you know, like most of us would. Long distance relationship over time, probably 2 to 3 years. He ends up marrying her. She moves over here. I think they were living in Texas. And they end up having 2 kids. After they had 2 kids in 3 years. Once the kid comes, the broad flips on his ass. She flipped on him, bro. You know, the broad flipped on him, man. And then this fool started. He built a house for her parents back in Uganda. And I'm like, why in the hell would you do something like that, bro? You know, I mean, this is the king of the simps. Why would you build a house for somebody else's family? I don't care how much it costs. You know, like, why would you do that shit, bro? He probably ain't never done that for his own parents. Why would you build a house for somebody else's family? I don't know why the hell. I don't know. And look what he got. She flips on his ass. Takes him to court, gets child support, and don't want to let him see his kids. And he got a fight for custody now. And check this out. Through all them ups and downs, going to court and all that shit, they still live in the same household. Let that sink in for a second. They're going through all this court system. She raising hell. He raising hell. He leaves for a while. Comes back. But throughout all that shit, at this very moment, they live in the same household, but stay in separate rooms. The craziness, man. Yeah. But man, you gotta vet. You gotta vet these women. You can't let people just come into your life and just because they look good or got some good cooch, you gotta do a little bit. You gotta do better than that. Everything can't be based on superficial things. Everything can't be based on looks and how she make you feel. And now you let her feel the way she want to feel about you. That's her prerogative. But you as a man, you have to do. You have to take a different approach than that. You know what I'm saying? It can't be just all about having a good time and making yourself feel good. No, as a man, you have to do. You have to be better than that. You're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to set the example as a family, especially when you start having kids. And that's just how it is. So if there has to be some sort of structure when it comes to family. It can't be just let's just do what we feel when we feel like it. No, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. It can't be well, I don't feel like doing it today. No. That's not good enough. There has to be some type of structure there. The whole you and her are accountable. Because if everything is based on how you feel, well, there's gonna be a whole lot of shit that ain't gonna be getting done. That's why you have to vet people. You can't let people pop in and pop out of your life like a goddamn pinball machine or some shit like that. So, in 3 years' time, that's when he said he got married to this woman. In 3 years' time, there's no way that this guy didn't see some type of sign. There's no way he didn't see it. What he did is the shit went over his head, or he kind of like kind of let it go, like most of us do. Cause see, a lot of us, when we having a good time, we feeling good and all this shit, we kind of let it go. You know what I'm saying? We be like she might have said some slick shit to you, and you be like, all right, whatever. Don't do that shit. Don't do it. See, it's the little things that add up to the big things. You let the little shit slide, you give them an inch to take a mile. See, that's what a lot of us do, man. You know, we let the little things slide, especially when we having fun, having a good time. The little things add up to the big things. You know what I'm saying? You can't let things slide. especially in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You got to vet people. You know, there's no way in 3 years this guy didn't see some type of red flags. You know what I'm saying? It's no way. It's no way. Not in 3 years. 2 weeks? 3 months? Okay, all right, I'll give you a pass. You know what I'm saying? Now, check this out. I don't know how in the hell someone could get married in 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months. I don't understand that shit. I don't understand that shit. You got to talk to somebody else about that. I don't know. I don't understand that shit. I'm not going to even talk about that because I don't understand that at all. 2 weeks, 2 months you getting married to somebody? That's crazy to me. I don't know. I don't understand that at all. You know, you are correct about vetting people. The problem is people can become codependent or so lonely they overlook red flags just to have someone laying next to you. Yeah. Yeah, see, you can't be thirsty. You can't be thirsty. You know, see, that's a big mistake. You can't look for validation. If you want some validation, go stand in the mirror and look. Because that's where the validation should come from. You know what I'm saying? You can't you can't be codependent on people. You know? See, this life we live, when we meet people, two people are supposed to come together as a vessel. And you're supposed to be going somewhere. That's why they call it a relationship. But when one person come together, they head on straight, and the other person come together, and y'all not on the same page, well shit, see, that's when the shit go to hell. That's when the problems come in. Because y'all not on the same page. One person come in a relationship thinking like, I'm trying to have an easier life. Or it's not wrong with having a better life, but one trying to have an easy life, life of the soft life. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not a good approach. You know, you come in a relationship, you feel like you don't want to do anything, you entitled. No, y'all not. I mean, you ain't from a damn wealthy family. No, that's those only. If you're from a wealthy family, you can talk that talk. But if that ain't the case, no, That only works if you're from a wealthy family. You can talk that type of talk, and it actually work. But if that ain't the case, shit. You gotta get out of that Hollywood fantasy. Relationships take work. Now it might not feel like work all the time. It takes time, effort, and work. It takes time, effort, and work. It's similar to a job, but not exactly. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, most people hate their jobs. Most people hate their jobs. So that's why I say similar, not the same. But you shouldn't hate your relationships. Or you shouldn't hate the person you're in a relationship with. That's why I said similar. You know what I'm saying? You should like being in a relationship. You should like the person that you spend most of your time with. You know what I'm saying? Well, they hate their job, boy. I hate my job. Shit. You know? But it takes time, effort, work, energy. You know? Nothing is going to happen by chance. It's not gonna happen. Nothing gonna happen by accident either. Uh-uh. No, it don't work like that. Not with two people together. Oh no, nothing's gonna happen by accident. Uh-uh. And see, a lot of people go in these relationships very dishonest about a lot of things. Sometimes both people are dishonest. Both people are putting up some type of front. I'm like, man, that shit is gonna crash and burn, bro. It's gonna crash at some point. It has to end. You got both people being dishonest. That's going to end, bro. The only way you're gonna be able to save that, you're gonna have to start all over again. And see, most people don't want to start all over again, because what happens is you got to get real about what this person is really all about and what I'm really all about. And that's the only way it's going to work. Some people don't want to take responsibility for all the crap that they cause. So that's why most relationships, it'll end and they'll move on, go to the next person, do the same shit over again. But I'll be like, hey, you should have done that shit with the last person. All you had to do is just get real with each other. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to go to the next person and do the same shit over again. You should have stayed with the last person you was with. Because you went to the next person and did the same shit over again. So what sense does that make? I mean, if you went to the next person and you was up front, okay, that's a different story. But if you leave the last person and go to the next person and do the same shit, I'm like, you should have just stayed with the last person you was with. If that's the case, look, I'm a practical thinking guy. I figure out what works and I keep doing it until it stops working. And until it stops working, then I adapt. It's just that simple, really. I don't try to make things complicated. The shit is already complicated already. Before I was born, the shit was complicated. It was complicated before I was born. So why the hell am I going to make it even more complicated? You know what I'm saying? The shit was complicated before I was born, bro. You know what I'm saying? So why do I want to make it even more complicated? Damn. You know? But I do not know why anyone would meet someone and just start helping their family out. Building them a house and buying them groceries all the time and just looking out for the family. You're doing shit for somebody else's family that you ain't never done for your own family. Why would you do that shit? I don't understand that shit, bro. I don't get it. I'm never gonna understand that shit, bro. Yeah. And then get mad when shit don't work out. Look, by the time you fall out with a woman, she flips on you, I can probably guess it's been sign after sign after sign that woman's been very disrespectful. But you let it slide. You know what I'm saying? You let it slide. You let it slide because the cooch is good and all this nonsense. You know, no. Yeah, she put the whipping on you. Yeah. If anyone's gonna be whipped, it's gonna be her, not me. I like having a good time, don't get me wrong. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be me. I'm still be a man. You know? It's not gonna be, I'm gonna do what I want. That's how that's gonna go. You know, I'm not gonna do, and another thing. Sometimes here's something that I've learned. A lot of these people from these other countries, you know, they're very tribal. They're very tribal, right? See, in their mind, the tribe is first. Now I'm like, wait, hold up now. I thought the family was first. No, the tribe is first. The tribe is first. Or the lifestyle was first. I'm like, no. No, hold on. You gotta rewind this shit. No. Family is first. Our family is first. Me, you, and the kids. Let's just get this straight. You might have to sit down and have a conversation with her, so y'all can get on the same page. We first. Now, I don't mind you looking out for your family, but don't let looking out for the family hurt us in the process. You know what I'm saying? We first. Me, you, and the kids. We ain't gonna suffer for nobody else. You might have to sit down and have a conversation with her about that shit. Otherwise, in her mind, the tribe is first. Somebody else outside of the household might come first before you and the kids. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people on autopilot. They've been doing the same shit over and over for 25, 30, 40 years, and to them it's normal. They don't even have to think about it. Somebody can call them. She pick up the phone. Hey, could you help me out? I need a favor. I need a couple dollars. Okay, I'll send it over. I'll Snapchat you. Click. You know what I'm saying? This happens all the time. You know, Western Union, Snapchat, whatever. PayPal. Well, no, a lot of these countries don't. They don't use Snapchat. Not Snapchat. They don't use yeah, they use PayPal, but they don't use the a lot of those apps that we use over here. I know that, you know, but it'd be like that. You might have a conversation with her. Hey, baby girl. Hey, we first now. Me, you, and the kid. We first. And anybody else? Hey, you can help them out. It's okay to look out, do what you can, but hey, you can't go but so far. You know what I'm saying? We ain't buying nobody no house. We ain't building nobody no house. In wherever you came from. No, that's too much. No, we can do that over here. We can do that for us over here. Shit. What the hell are we doing? Shit. We can take that money and put it in some in some property as an investment. Come on now. Come on now. But you might have to have a conversation with her about that. See, you can't let this stuff, you can't wing it. Or just don't talk about things. This stuff has to be discussed before y'all get married. Before y'all move in together. This stuff has to be discussed early. You know what I'm saying? Early and up front. The earlier the better. I don't care where she's from. But if you don't do that, see, you end up with some old crazo that's gonna flip on you after a couple years. You know what I'm saying? That's how you end up with some old wacko that doesn't flip on you. And the reason why, you know why they flip? You know why a lot of women flip on these guys? Not only are they simps or wimps, but they're sleeping with somebody else too. That's another thing. A lot of people don't talk about. She already got another guy. She already sleeping with another guy already. So she bringing that bad energy back in the household around her husband. Somebody already smashing already. That's why she bring all that bad energy at home, talking all that crazy shit. And check this out. Another thing people don't talk about. She's probably laid up with a man and a woman. Yeah, I said it, goddamn it. She laid up with a man and a woman. That's right. Yeah, I said it. Smash that like button. She laid up with a man and a woman. You got that bad energy up in here, bringing back home her husband, raising all that hell. She's a damn Jezebel. Every time my wife gets back home from work, she be treating me like shit. Hey, you better check her ass before she go too far. You know, you better, hey, what's going on at work? God damn it, shit. I know you like your job and everything, but hey, you gotta leave that shit at the job now. God damn it. hey now. You know, I ain't like your I ain't like your coworkers now. God damn it. Yeah, shit. It's something I need to know. What's going on at the job? Shit. I'm telling you, man. You need that structure, man. Most people need structure, bro. Most people don't. You can't depend on discipline. Most people don't have it. No. People have to be held accountable. I think she has some work husband. She probably do. A lot of them lame ass dudes be at that job. A lot of lame dudes be at them damn jobs. He in his mind, boy, I hope I hit that one day. You know, a lot of them lame dudes. And almost every woman has a guy that's like that. Any woman that's been working a job for 5 years, 10 years, it's always one guy up in there. He's the cool guy. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, he's trying to be cool. So one day he'll hit it. That's what he thinks. He could be right. But he's a lame ass dude though. He's actually willing to wait. That makes him lame as hell. He's willing to wait. Wait it out however long it takes. These lame ass dudes. You know. Meanwhile, this lame ass dude been waiting for 5-10 years, and some new guy will start the job, and he might have hit it the week later. First month he'll hit it, and he's like, God damn, how the hell this motherfucker hit? And I've been here 5 years, 10 years, I ain't hit it yet. God damn it. And lame ass dudes, man, at these jobs. There's a bunch, man. There's always at least one of them, bro, at these jobs, bro. Yeah, you know, because a lot of these women, you know, they be stressed out on the job. And look, let me tell you something. I wish you could go. I wish you could secretly follow your woman around at the job with a camera, a hidden camera, and see how she functions on that job. I'm telling you, no man is gonna like what they see and hear. Your woman be kissing that ass at that job, bro. It is what it is. And see that type of activity, I would say, at a job fucks with them mentally. Because they bring that energy back home, and you got the guy usually got to tolerate that bullshit. You know? That's what usually happens. Because you spend most of your time, what? I think most people spend most of the time at the job. You spend, what, 8 hours? Sometimes more than that for some people. 8 hours a day. 40 hours a week. Some people might work 6 days a week. Some people might work 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day. Well, that's a lot of time. And you're around people that you don't like most of the time. And people that you probably wouldn't hang out with outside the job, and they have bad energy, bad intentions and everything, and you become the people you spend most of your time with, whether you believe it or not. So that's how that is, man. You know what I'm saying? So when a woman leaves, real man and women, you got to kind of do a detox when you leave that job, because there's so much negativity on these jobs. They're so toxic. You got to kind of, you might have to say a prayers. Say a prayer when you leave that motherfucker. You get in your car, you ain't just say a prayer or something. Goddamn it! I'm serious. You gotta do a mental detox before you get home. Otherwise, you take that negative ass energy home, to your wife or your husband, and they be trying to figure out what the hell wrong with this damn man or woman. It's a very toxic environment. I spend my days in my mother's basement, scrambling the naughty. Oh Lord, it's a troll. I should have known, Yeah, but you gotta do a little detox, man. You can't let things slide. That's probably the biggest mistake people make, and everybody has made that mistake. I've let shit slide in the past too, but you can't do it. You give them an inch, you take a mile. You gotta call them out, and you don't have to be nasty about it. You just say, hey, I ain't really like that. I ain't really appreciate that. Or you say, hey, what was that about? Earlier when you said this and said that. You don't have to snap, or you don't even have to say it immediately. You can wait till y'all get in the car or wait till you get home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you can't let things slide. And you know what? A lot of women will respect that shit. They'll respect that shit because they'll say, oh, okay, he ain't just some old pushover punk that I can walk all over and push around like a chump. You know what I'm saying? And what's funny? A lot of these women from these other countries, they're kind of used to that type of shit anyway. They're kind of used to a guy being aggressive with them. A lot of these women from these other countries, they're not really used to a guy being passive aggressive. They're not really used to that type of shit. These guys from these other cultures, they're kind of rough with women, in my opinion. So if you're around a woman from, really, you pick any country, they're kind of used to aggressive guys. They're kind of used to that. So if they get with you and you're passive, you don't know how to make decisions, and they ain't not really used to that. They'll be like, she'll be looking at you like kind of confused, like, what's up? She'll be like, man, have I made a mistake with this dude? Or what? Yeah, he don't know what he want to do. He telling me whatever I want to do is okay, and she'll be confused after a while. She'll be like, God damn, am I gonna have to find a side dude? You know, she'll get turned off. Her damn cooch might dry up on your ass. I'm telling you, bro. You know. Yeah, a lot of women from these other countries, man, they like when a man tells them, hey, we're gonna meet up this summer. I don't know when exactly, but it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? She be like, oh, really? Yeah, we're gonna meet up, girl. You know what I'm saying? It's our time. Why not us? She'd be like, well, okay. You know, she'll respect that shit, you know. Shit, she'd be like, oh, okay. You know. And you might say, hey, that's cool with you? She's like, yeah, okay. You know. You could even grab her and be like, hey, girl, come here. You grab her around the waistline and be like, hey, you know, I'm trying to get with you. You grab a hand, yeah, they like that shit, bro. They used to that. They're not used to a guy being indecisive and laid back and act like he don't know what he want. No, They used to that. You grab her around the waistline. Hey, you coming over later? She's like, oh, you want me to come over? Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll be there. What time you want me to come? 9. Okay. Bring your clothes. Okay. Yeah, they like that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. You name any country. It's the same. It's damn near the same. There's no... I don't know of any country where these women came from wouldn't like that. Really, unless she just doesn't like you. You know what I'm saying? If she doesn't like you, well, that's a whole different story. If she don't like you, just leave. It's just not gonna end right. It's not gonna end right. You know. It's just no. She don't like you, just forget about it. Just leave. Don't waste your time. Life is too short. You know. Yeah, that's no. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's you gotta vet these women, establish boundaries. You just gotta know what you want. And she has to know what you want, where you going, what you got going on. And what's the plan? She has to know. You gotta have to sit down with her and be like, hey, this is what's up. Or you might have to call her up one day. Hey, this is what's up. This is what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Don't assume anything. Don't assume that, hey, y'all on the same page. Y'all might have talked a couple times. Y'all might have seen each other one time. And you might think, oh, okay, we on the same page. Because we talk every once in a while, or text every once in a while. You might think, y'all thinking the same. No. She might be got 2-3 other guys doing the same shit you doing. Sometimes you gotta put it out there. You know? Yeah, you gotta put it out there. You be hey, this is what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? You down with that? If yes or no. That's it, really. You know. And if she said, if you get some pushback, oh well, it is what it is. Keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? If you get some pushback, well, she ain't ready. Or she ain't the one. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially if you've been talking to her for like a couple months, 6 months. 6 months is long enough for you to kind of have a feel of what type of person you're dealing with. And then you meet up with her. I'm assuming this is long distance now. This is long distance relationship. This is long distance. You know what I'm saying? 6 months, you be like, okay, either it's a hell yeah or hell no. As far as y'all meeting up in person. You know what I'm saying? It's either hell yeah or hell no. By the time you hit the 6. So let's assume you talk to her once a month. I'm just being conservative. Once a month. And y'all send messages probably once a week. And y'all talk once a month on the phone. After 6 months, it's either hell yeah or hell no. And if it's a no, keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. Even she knows. She probably know it even before you. You know? Because by that time, 6 months, you already know. You have an idea about her family, how she was raised, who she hanging around, her morals, character, stuff like that. You have a good idea. You know, a lot of times, she might say some shit about your character. She might say, "Hey, you seem like a caring and a lovable person to be around." You know. Now, if she sees that in you, that's in her too. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for somebody to see something in you if they ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how if she starts saying stuff about you like that, that's a good sign. You know? Stuff like that. You gotta pay attention to stuff like that. And if you talk to someone long enough, let them do most of the talking. They're going to tell you who they are. They won't be able to help it. Especially if they like you or they're comfortable being around you or talking to you. They're going to tell you who they are. Because secretly, if they're into you like that, they want it to work out. They want it to work out. They want things to go easy. They don't want to give you a hard time. You know what I mean? No, she wants to give you a hard. She ain't trying to give you a hard time. Shit, she probably had a hard time before y'all met. Shit, you know. Most people are not coming from a good place. Most people are not coming from all this positive energy, and they're optimistic. Hell no. Most people ain't coming from that. No. Most people don't have positive people around them like that support them and build them up. No. They're around people that are very negative. Most of the time. And you come through the door, you're the opposite of the people that she's around. She likes you. She likes being around you. Likes talking to you. She likes what you stand for. She likes what you about. And you put the D on her too? Man, forget about it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. I don't care what country she's from. Even if she didn't want to get with you, she'll change her mind. If those things that I just listed are with alignment, even if she didn't want to get with you, she'll probably change her mind. She said, "Oh, maybe I need to take this guy serious now." You know. And not only do I like him as a person, as a human being, he put the D on me. Oh, God. I haven't had it like this in a long time. For real. And there's no perfect girl either. There's no good guy, and there's no good girl. You gotta kind of get out of that shit. There's no perfect relationship either. There's no perfect girl. There's no good girl. There's no bad girl. She's just a girl. She's just a girl that grew up how she grew up. Whether she grew up in the suburbs, in the city, in the country, in another country, wherever she grew up at, she just a girl that grew up in that environment. That's really it. And she was raised by her parents. That's really it. Or she may be raised by her grandparents. That's it. You know. And how she was raised and where she from and whatever her beliefs and morals and values, all that gonna come into play. Religion, all that stuff gonna come into play. And religion is big in other countries. That's another thing I learned when I started to travel. Boy, religion is big in these other countries. Damn. Up north too. Like New York, Philly, Massachusetts, religion is big up there. Up north. I thought religion was big down south. No. Not like up north. And in other countries, religion is big. It's a big deal. You know, and the middle of America, religion is a big deal. I'm telling, I didn't even realize it until I started to travel. You know, I'm like, damn. Because, you know, they be talking like the Bible Belt down south, and they try to make it like it's a big deal. No, not like up north. No. So all of that is going to affect her psyche, how she thinks, how she sees herself, her self-esteem and self-image. So whenever you meet any girl, woman, all that's gonna come into play. You know, but you got to get to know her. You know, you can't learn all of that in 2 weeks. You can't learn all that in 2 weeks or 2 months. That's why I don't understand why people get married and how somebody can get married in 2 weeks. I don't understand that shit. There's no way. But hey, don't forget, love can't wait. Love at first click. Actually, love can't wait. That's out. That's in another room. But love at first click on Amazon.com. 500 pages a game for your ass, baby. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy. I laid it down all. It's all 500 pages, baby. I put it out there, man. You know, some stuff I can't put on YouTube, so I put it in the book. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm proud of of that book. I put a lot in there. It took me 5 years to put everything together. It started during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But hey, man. But hey, like, share this episode. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.